Let there be light. We finally got our power back on. Today is Monday. Crazy. Let there be light. Let there be plumbing. Let there be running water so I can wash my hands. I think that's what we miss the most. Just being able to like flush toilets and wash our hands. Oh man, that was a wild ride, and it's not over. Today we are still cleaning up the front yard. Alex hired some people. Well, we actually had all the tree people come yesterday, and man, they just did such a great job picking up all of the humongous trees, but there's still a ton of debris in the yard. So Alex hired a couple of people to help us clean up the yard today, and hopefully we just get that finished. I think the lawn guys even come today. If they're coming, who the heck knows? And then they'll finish up the rest. Like they'll get the smaller pieces all ground up in their lawn. I don't really know how it works, but I just know we're picking up the smaller big pieces, if that makes sense. It kind of doesn't. Our house it's in complete disarray. That's not a great example of it. It's in shambles. I can't even explain to you how much I need to get done. I am in a state of overwhelm, and even this morning, one of my kids has a doctor's appointment later today, and I'm like, okay. It's like in the middle of the day, you know, just right in the middle there, which is kind of good because it'll give us a reason to like force us to break and like eat lunch and stuff, because I'm one of those people who just like doesn't eat lunch if I'm busy. But anyway, they called me this morning, hey, just send your appointments today, but like make sure you have XYZ. I'm like, oh, that was supposed to be sent to you the week before the hurricane. Why don't you have it yet? So then I'm on the phone trying to figure out like, oh, well, why don't you have that x-ray? They shouldn't need the x-ray. That was supposed to be sent. Ugh. That's just one thing that happened this morning. There were a few that just sent our morning into complete chaos. And I'm like, what time is it even? We are like just cannonballed back into normal life again. Oh my gosh. Alex spooked me. He's trying to get the baby. I came in here to escape before I head outside and start doing all the work outside, because we've been outside so much. The inside just looks somehow even worse than outside now. So I have my work cut out for me. There's a lot to do. Fun. I thought, oh, the power will go out and I'll have plenty of time to do laundry. I don't know what I was thinking. No time for laundry, no time. So not only do I have that enormous pile of Mount Everest to fold, I also have all of the laundry from the past 6 days that has not gotten done. But I have all day to do it. I have all day tomorrow to do it. It doesn't all have to get done in one day. I've got plenty of time. That's what I'm trying to tell myself, because inside I'm like, you gotta get it all done. So fingers crossed. My sister-in-law just got here with, I think, the rest of her family. Maybe my brother's here. I don't know who's here to help us with the lawn. Thank goodness for people who help.
We picked up a ton of stuff, but this tree was the most emergent situation that needed to be taken care of. So of course, Alex got some tree guys out here as fast as we could, and they got it all taken down, and they went around the yard. It was a group of, I don't know, 8 of them, and they just, the yard with all the trees. There were 8 or 9 trees down. And man, they worked really hard. They also did 2 of our neighbors' yards while they were here, which is just so fantastic. I know they've been working overtime with this storm, so it was nice to get them out here and pick up all the humongous debris, because the stuff that we can lay out in the front of our house is like we have got minimal space up there. So it was nice that they were able to take it away as well. I mean, writing the check was not so nice, but we're just thankful that our house was spared. And insurance is such a scam, you guys. Like, don't even come, oh, what? Your insurance is going to cover it. Absolutely not. There's a deductible. And it's like, oh, I've had my insurance for 20 plus years. I've paid you every month for 20 plus years. Hey, something finally went wrong. Can you help me out? Nah. What a scam. Who is going to eat a cornbread cookie? I have a simple question. I have no one, absolutely no one. I've actually heard that the double fudge brownie has 1,000 calories. 1,000 calories. Of course, we're at Crumble on the way home from the doctor's appointment because we need a little sweet treat, and by a little, I mean 4 cookies, because we have some people waiting for us at home. But it's like, how can I make a decision here? Peanut butter crisp? I guess so. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day. It's something, I don't know the rest of the words, but she wrote it as our name. Let's see how they call us.
You want me to get you in it?
Yeah. Is that a real question?
Wait.
I gotta get the whole.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I should have recorded it because he came out and he said, whatever, he showed us our cookies. Oh yeah, they look great. And we said, well, how do we know they're ours? What's the name? He said, hey. Anyway, he started singing it and it was amazing. Definitely look as advertised. Cookie dough. Actually, they, what is that one?
Blueberry.
Oh, blueberry cookie, Butterfinger cookie dough. That cookie dough, not gonna lie, looks amazing. Hey, I'm on vacation. I just took a bite of the cookie dough. I know some people think that crumble cookie is overrated, which I get it, believe me. I used to be one of those people. Crumble cookie, it's like almost $5 for one cookie, but it's meant to be shared. It's a huge cookie. I can only really take a couple of bites of it, but I will say the cookie dough one is really good. The only one that I just took a bite of. But oh my gosh, has it been a long day. We were outside for nearly 4 hours still. Like, how many days after the storm is this? And we're still picking up debris. Oh, I think that was the last of it. That's the last I'm doing of it anyway. Tomorrow, forget it. I'm not going out there. The lawn guys just got here, so they'll be able to like crumble up the little bits. But man, you know what's gotten me through? Element. This video is kindly sponsored by Element. Huge thanks to them for supporting me. Massive thanks to you for supporting me when I have sponsored content. There's always a deal involved for you if you're interested. This is my last citrus salt. I need to place an order. My favorite flavors, they have a variety of different flavors on their website. But my favorite is, it's been so long since I had it. What is it? Watermelon. Watermelon salt is my #1, citrus salt #2, raspberry salt #3. And I have been using this stuff while the power was out, while we were doing a lot of yard work outside, because it has the perfect science-backed ratio of sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And this is the perfect hydration stick. It keeps me hydrated, but it's so much more than that. And I recently had someone comment like, oh, that's a lot of sodium. Yes, it is. That's the point, because we actually, and there's a ton of science-backed research on the Drink Element website as well. So you can go there, dabble around, check out the research, read for yourself why we need this. It's actually the perfect amount. It's exactly what we need. Best part is it tastes amazing. I need a little bit more. Got me through all of that yard work. It's hot outside. I'm sweating. I really drink this stuff every morning when I have workouts because the magnesium is really good for muscle recovery. And it's great for so much. It's not just for athletes or if you're working out in the yard sweating all the time. It's made for everybody. It helps with hormonal regulation, nutrient absorption, fluid balance, nerve impulses. It can even help eliminate headaches if that's something that you deal with. It also helps with muscle cramps, fatigue, sleepiness, all of that stuff. And I was actually reading because there was someone who was like, that's a lot of salt, what are you doing? So on their website, it states that when you're dehydrated, your blood volume lowers, which means your heart has to work overtime to try to get the blood pumping all over your body. So hydration is really important. You guys know the drill. Hydrate, it purifies the soul. It's so good for us. You don't have to make your heart work overtime. All you need is a little packet of Element in. I pour it in like 25 ounces of water-ish. And another thing I love about Element is that it's great. It doesn't have any of the junk in there, no artificial colors, no artificial dyes, no fillers, no gluten, no sugar, only the good stuff. Cheers. I love it. It makes me feel really good. It makes me feel hydrated. And if you want to check them out, not only do they have the hydration sticks, they also offer a sparkling water. And that's actually Alex's favorite. It comes in a huge 16-ounce can and it comes in a variety of flavors too. I think they have a cherry lime flavor, which is amazing, but I much prefer the sticks. That's why I stick with these every day. And they even, for the fall and winter months, are offering the chocolate medley flavors, which is amazing. They always have a chocolate one on there that you can enjoy hot, just the perfect time of year to do that. So I would encourage you to check them out. My link is in the description box below. And the special offer is with any purchase, you can get a free sample pack. So you can try out all of the flavors and figure out which one is your favorite. So my link is drinkelement.com/thewads, and that'll get you that deal. So drinklmnt.com/thewads, and we're gonna stay hydrated together, okay? Let's head to the laundry room so I can actually maybe try to get some stuff done. Oh, the light. You guys have no idea what it's been like living without it. And you know what's funny is when we went to, I don't know what is happening in here. Are these clean? They seem clean. There was a mountain. I think we took the towels out because at some point we were like cleaning up water. It's fine. Also, when I was walking down the hallway to get to the laundry room, one of the bathrooms literally smells so bad. Like, I started cleaning the other ones, but apparently I didn't get to all of them. So that's on my list of things to do. The baby's birthday party is like tomorrow. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna get everything done that I need to get done? I won't, but I can try. I can do my best. And if my house is a mess, it's like, welcome to the chaos. Are you surprised? Oh my gosh. What was I saying? At the appointment, okay? Went to the doctor's appointment. Oh, hi. And it's just so weird how some people are completely unfazed by the destruction. Oh, did you lose power? No, it flickered a couple times. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are the chosen one. I spoke to a few other people. No, we didn't lose power. I'm like, am I the only one? I felt like I was the only one who lost power. I was living in shambles for the past week. I know I'm not the only one, but like that's how it felt. It just, oh my gosh. And then going places, I'm like, this is, I don't know. But that's the thing about humans is that we just adapt and we just keep going because what else are our options? We don't really have any other options. We just process and move on. But for me, I feel like we've lost a week. And now I have to, and the week before that was a hard week for the family. So just like trying to play catch up and deal with the stuff. And so that's what I'm gonna focus on today. Just getting I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm even doing. I'm like, whose basket is what? Oh, Alex doesn't have a basket. I think what I really need is a vacation. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Let's just pretend I'm at the beach, sipping on some element. No worries in the world, just you and me. I'll leave the kids at home. I need to go somewhere. We actually had a neighborhood kid come over today to help us, you know, around the yard, and he was telling me how they evacuated and like telling me, he was like, oh yeah, we went to Georgia and we did all these things. I was like, next time can you take me with you? It sounds so lovely. It sounds like a trip. I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to get your mom to tell me the name of the place that you stayed. Because really, we missed out on our vacation too. And then a couple of my family members came to help out, which was so nice of them. And they were telling me how they went to Disney, I think the day after, whenever they opened. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. We were supposed to be there then. It would have been so cool to go with them. But we didn't, and I, you know, that's life, and you just have to pivot and keep going and figure it out. And then the workout class that I usually do, they're just going on with life. And I'm like, it just is so bizarre. Next week, it'll be like nothing happened. You know what I mean? And that's what I was thinking as we were cleaning up the yard. I just kept thinking, this will be a memory in a couple of days. So it's just wild if you've ever gone through a natural disaster, and maybe you're sick of hearing me talk about it, I don't know, but it was all consuming the past week. And then I was talking to my sister-in-law as well, and I was telling her, oh my gosh, my house is in shambles. We've been so focused on the outside. She's like, it's so funny because my house is the opposite, because where they live, they don't have a big yard, so there was not much to clean up. And her kids are older, so not much to entertain in that aspect. And she's like, I just swept and mopped every day. And then we would hang out outside because the weather was decent. And then we were coming, and I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's lives are just so different and interesting, and the way that we all cope, you know. But we're all doing the best we can. Oh my gosh, my cousin just texted me. Hey, she's doing laundry too, apparently, and she was like, oh my gosh, this has never happened to me before. Guess what? I said, oh my gosh, you gotta tell me what. She found every single sock of matched to it in her laundry. I was like, that's never happened. Not in my entire life has that ever happened to me. I said, good for you, girl. Go play the lottery. Hey, side note, have you guys ever seen the movie Superstar with Will Ferrell and Sally O'Malley? What's her name? I like to bend and kick. No, and stretch. Oh gosh, her name escapes me. She's one of the greatest. But Superstar is like an SNL movie. So fantastic. I was singing the song on the way to the appointment. I was like, oh, you guys gotta watch this. Maybe it'll be the next family movie night. Not sure how family friendly it is, but I do remember watching it when I was younger. Young enough, like at a sleepover with my friends, and we learned all the choreography to one of the dances. Now I can't even remember. It's been so long. So many great movies. And you know what I was thinking? One more thing before I just get things rolling along. Is that when the power went out, obviously we didn't have Wi-Fi and stuff like that, but we did have a generator we could plug stuff in. And so Alex was like, hey, do you have a DVD player? I was like, yeah, I've got a DVD, but I have no DVDs. But even thinking the DVD situation, you know, we have all these streaming services and stuff now, but they want to charge you literally $20 for a movie that was made in the 90s. I'm sorry, I can go to the thrift store and get it for $1. So I said, I don't have any DVDs, but I do have CDs, so we can jam out to some good old 90 tunes. Everyone declined, but I just gave them the option. But I do think a thrift trip is in my future. No, I mean, it's not my fault. It's not my, I mean, I don't want to do it with my kids. For Halloween costumes, they're like, oh, I need XYZ. I said, oh, look for it on Amazon. Yeah, guess how? A skirt on Amazon, $30. I'm like, you're gonna wear this once. No. Going to the thrift store, look for some stuff, so maybe I'm gonna start my DVD collection. Alright, I'm gonna go through this as fast as I can. I'm gonna throw a load in and then clean out my fridge and do as much as I can around the house. We'll see how far the sugar and the crumble cookie gets me going today. Also, hydrate, purifies the soul. It's so good. And the sound of those lawn guys here right now, I'm like, thank you so much. Because I'm done being outside. I'm enjoying the air conditioning. Thank you for central air. Thank you for plumbing indoors. It's actually gross. This is the toilet bed. It smells bad. All right, I'm gonna grab a load from the kids. Okay, apparently I've been singing it wrong. The influx is A. I'm on vacation, and that's the most I know. Okay. How does it go? Nailed it. I'm not sure if these are dirty. They're dirty.
Molly Shannon, I just remembered her name. I didn't have to Google it or anything. She's one of the greatest. And I haven't looked up even a trailer for Superstar, but one of the best movies ever made of all time. The kids were trying to talk to me. They were singing songs, and Eleanor's so funny. She's like, get it? I guess. Those are my club moves, guys. That's why I don't go out, okay? And the laundry, so nice to get some laundry taken care of. We have so much more to do, and it's like I said, I don't have to get it done all in one day, but it's like if I don't, then the to-do list just piles on and piles on for the days after. Meal planning is really something that I need to take care of as well, because last night for dinner, or the night that I was filming this, I gotta tell you, what the heck was for dinner? Oh, it was like 7:30. I had no idea what I was going to make. Not a clue. It was a busy day, and I just didn't really think about it. It's my fault I didn't think about it. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And so I ran to Publix, and I got some of their like chicken popcorn and chicken tenders and a salad, mac and cheese. They had some of that and some pre-cut cantaloupe. That is the point of desperation I was at. I bought pre-cut fruit. You know it's bad when you're going to the store and buying pre-cut fruit, because man, they jack up the price per cut. It's like $1. I mean, one, they didn't have any fruit available to cut, like they didn't have a cantaloupe, you know? They also were out of bananas. They were out of a lot of other things too. It's not just water that they're out of. It's because like some stores are flooded. So it's a whole thing, and it goes way beyond just my little bubble of living, you know? And that's something that I have to constantly remind myself of, especially when I was at the doctor's appointment. I told you before, like some people are just so unfazed by what happened because their life personally wasn't affected by it. You know, if you think if someone didn't lose power, if someone is still going to their job the next day and, you know, so their life is seemingly unaffected where many other people's lives are literally underwater. So a huge spectrum, and I feel like we're right in the middle where we lost power, we lost a lot of trees, we had some damage to control to do, but we're all okay, and our house is okay, and our house is safe. So a lot of good things. A heart full of gratitude has room for nothing else. One of my favorite quotes by Eleanor herself. It's actually a really good one. Need to spread that around like wildfire. That was not a good analogy to share right now, but you know what I mean. The laundry is never ending. Like Miley Cyrus says, there's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. It's always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes you just have to lose. Are those the lyrics? I don't even know. That's one of the greatest songs ever written of all time. And when you know it, it was written in my generation. Wow. I need to really get on top of food because I'm currently eating salt and vinegar chips. Picked those up last night too. Picked up some really good snacks, nothing healthy. What am I doing with my life? I'm just so mentally drained. Yes, let me pull out. Should I pull out some paper and pen to, oh my gosh, you know what came in? Yes, I just opened my drawer. It was a great reminder. I do need to make a meal plan, but maybe later because I have to get the kids from school soon and run a couple of errands. Oh my gosh, Wolfgang's birthday party is this weekend. Unprepared. I thought I was prepared, but I am underprepared. I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. I always do, and it's not a big deal as long as we're there to celebrate. I need to order a cake. I also need to order food because I am not in the mood to make anything. Anyway, you know what came in the mail? Which I can't even believe the mail came. 2 boxes. 2 from the Magic Candle Company. I made an order for one of my favorite fall scents. And then I got my monthly candle, they're not candles, they're diffuser oils in. And so one is a surprise. I never know what's in the box. It's a monthly subscription that they send every month. And honestly, I wouldn't do it unless I was brand new and didn't know what oils to pick. I don't know. If I had to do it again, I would not order the monthly subscription. I would just place an order whenever I needed new oils, but that's what I did for the fall time because the fall scents are fantastic. I'll name my top 4 off the bat. Oh crap. Now, Hocus Pocus, obviously. Let me grab the box. I forgot. Oh, I just grabbed the box and opened it. It smells amazing. A nice fall apple-y scent is Poison Apple. It kind of smells like leaves. And then Haunted is another good one. It's very deep and imagine a haunted house that's smoky but not smoky. It's really, really good. And then Pumpkin King, I think has more of that cinnamon vibe. If you like a cinnamony scent, they also have a churro and pumpkin or Mickey waffles or something like that. Pumpkin waffles, something around there. But those are my top 4. And then I got another, I don't even know where the box went for the surprise box that I got, but it actually had 2 of my favorites. So it had Haunted and Hocus Pocus, which just means that I get more of those because I diffuse those throughout the year too. It's not just special to the fall time. They've got some good Christmas scents, I want to say. Let me see if I could go through my drawer here. No, I don't have any in here. I did. Okay, so I have a couple in here that I got from, it's not Whole Foods. What's it called? Whole Market or World Market. And I got vanilla spice and something patchouli. I never grabbed these. And I thought, ooh, these are really nice. I did them one time and then they just didn't have the same punch. The vanilla spice, really nice. But when I diffuse it, I'm like, is there anything actually diffusing, So I really like the Magic Candle Company one. So my last surprise box had a couple of scents that were, fine. But I like ordering them on my own. If you're interested, I don't even know, you guys. A lot of people are into candles, which I lit a candle the other day. And it was nice. It gives a nice ambiance, but there's just something about a diffuser as well. Yeah, so Halloween decorations. I'm going to have to put those back up again. The outdoor decorations. Not sure how long that's going to take. I have to make sure everyone has their Halloween costumes. Literally couldn't tell you what we're going to be for Halloween. When I tell you Halloween used to be it, I used to be so prepared. I used to make my costumes with my bare hands. I used to make everyone's costumes. And a few years ago, I just started buying store-bought costumes and we would go out as a group. It's proving more difficult to find like a group costume to do. I think we're just going to be spooky creatures this Halloween. I just like that as what I can handle right now. I don't know what Alex is going to be. Meredith has hers picked out. And that's about it. I think for school, Eleanor bought a starfish, like an inflatable starfish. She and her friends are being sea creatures. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. And then they have another idea too. So I'm not really sure. Avelina got hers. And she has a couple of different costumes for some Halloween parties that she's invited to, which who knows if those are happening anymore. I'm saying the show must go on with Wolfgang's birthday party. And now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I was just going to have the kids because maybe there will be a few kids coming. And I thought, oh, they can just play in the sandbox. It'll be fine. But now the sandbox is kaput. So now I'm wondering, oh my gosh, what are they going to do? Are they going to, I don't know. I overthink these things. I might order a bounce house. I'm not really sure. Because then some bounce houses are just overwhelming if the child is too little. Oh, and now I'm cleaning out my fridge. This is another sad, sad time. I'm getting rid of all of the food that went bad, obviously, because our fridge was without power for a couple of days before we got our generator and we were able to plug it in. The eggs were newer, so that was fine. This cheese, the brie, remember I made this spooky charcuterie board, and that was left in there, and it was definitely a lot spookier with the mold all over it. Pretty gross. Had to get rid of that. I had some hummus in there. The ranch dressings were bad. A lot of the condiments were bad. Salad dressings, things like that. And it's not even worth risking it. I kept the apples and oranges. Those were fine. I think I had some plums and celery that made it alive. And the pickles I figured were fine. You know what Avelina made the night before? They had a couple of cousins over. Yes, even without power. Like that's how they party, okay? They didn't care. We had a generator. It was fine. But so we plugged in a couple of fans and it wasn't so hot. But that's left over from making fried pickles. Have you ever? Leave it to an American to fry everything, okay? So if you've ever been to, well, where I had it first was Jersey Shore. Shout out, okay? That's where I was born. Hey, Neptune, New Jersey. But on the shore, I went there as an adult. And I got fried Oreo for the first time. Stop it. Stop it right now. If you're on a boardwalk, if you're at a carnival somewhere and they are selling fried Oreos, I don't care if it's $5 for one single one, just do it. Once in a lifetime experience. It's been many, many years since I've had it, but in my mind, I'm like, wow, this is the craziest, most delicious thing I've ever had in my life. I haven't had one since. So maybe my memory is serving me wrong. I don't know. But if you ever have a chance to eat one, I say yes. Fried pickle I've never seen. Apparently it's all the rage, so Avelina made some, and Alex, they were all eating them and making them, and Alex was like, hey, can I have a little bite of that? And so they let him have one. I think he said they were really good, but I can't imagine eating a fried pickle. We fry everything. Fried okra? I can't think of a single other thing that we fry. Butter? Oh, stick of butter. I was just going to Google it, but I'm pretty sure if you go to some, not farms, but festivals and carnivals, you can buy a fried stick of butter. Who's eating that? Wolfgang. I'll tell you what, he loves butter. Because why not? Okay, clog them arteries up. Okay. Also, hey, when are you going to the pumpkin patch now? If your life is unaffected, you're like, hey, we've already been to a couple of pumpkin patches. Well, we haven't. Ours got canceled. We were able to reschedule, thankfully, because when you buy the ticket, it's like, hey, you buy this ticket. If it rains, too bad, Sally Ryder, you lose out, your loss. But because it was apparently part of the hurricane, that they allowed us to pick a different date to reschedule. Thankfully, we did that, but it's after Halloween. We typically go before, so I feel all discombobulated. And then sometimes we go to a different fall festival as well. We go to 2, and we also try to go to the zoo every year during their zoo boot. I haven't got tickets to that. I literally survival mode, you guys. Most of my life is like teetering above the line of survival, not thriving, And now I'm like knocked back down to pure survival mode. That's how it's felt. But man, it was so nice having dishes put in the dishwasher. Alex actually one night took a tote of our dishes to a friend's house to wash when we showered. When we all went to a friend's house to shower, and then he took a tote of dishes to wash. So that was really nice to be able to do that during the storm. Yeah, and because again, some people are unaffected and they're like, yeah, we got power, come on over. And so that was really cool. But putting those away and then getting dishes in the dishwasher and just being able to hand wash dishes. I saw something earlier today. It was a meme, not a meme, but it was just a picture. And it was like, let me find it because I'm going to butcher it. Leave it to me to not save it. Sometimes I think I save everything. And then when I go back to look for something, like, where is that? Oh, nowhere. Anyway, it was along the lines of, when you think every task is mundane, it's your perspective on it. And then you kind of switch perspective and you're like, wow, let me Google it. Okay, I still couldn't find it, but I think you can understand what I'm saying is that those mundane tasks, they make up our lives. And I don't know, I'm like grateful to be able to do them, but also they're annoying. So I kind of understand why they're like dumb and like no one wants to do them. You know what I mean? I feel every aspect of it, but it does feel really nice to be able to like wash the countertops with water and be able to clean and get vacuum even though I haven't done vacuum since it's gone on because we've still been like in and out of the house a ton. So it will all come in time, but man, I think that will probably be my next video is just a deep clean around the house because I'm needing to get this place in order before we have some guests for his birthday party, which I'm so excited about. Halloween party, birthday party. We're just celebrating life at this point. Celebrate the small things every single day. It's what we try to do. And man, I'm just so grateful. The kitchen is done. Moving on to this little table over here, got a little trashed. I don't know what was on it, but it definitely needed a wipe down. I think we had dinner on here the night before. Again, not really able to, I was able to like wipe some stuff down with paper towels. And of course we didn't always, like we had a bin of dishes, but we mostly used paper plates and plastic forks and stuff like that. But we don't realize how often we just naturally grab the things that we always use, And it's funny, even when the power came back on, we were going around and Alex is like, almost every single sink was on just from the kids like attempting to turn the sink on to wash their hands or most of the lights were on just because it's not instinct, but it's natural for us to enter a room and just try to turn the light on when it's dark, So it was funny just going around turning all of it off. I moved on to the bathroom. This is the one that smelled so bad. I was like, what is that? I went in the tub trying to figure out where the stench was coming from. And the toilet wasn't even that bad. Even the bottom of it, I was like, maybe someone peed on the floor. Like I couldn't find it anywhere. That is until I picked up the little potty. Man, they're a puddle. What the heck? How did that even get there? I don't even know. The toilet itself, spick and span, clean. It's like someone picked up the potty, peed, and then put the potty over it. I can't even explain it, but I was glad to finally find where the stench was coming from. It was so gross. Tried to think of another word for stench. The smell. Oh, it was horrible. I would just walk in the hallway and I'm like, oh, I got to get to that. So not in my nightmares did I think I would find a puddle of urine under the potty right here. I don't know who did it. I'm not going to ask questions. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that I found it and I cleaned it up and it's good to go for the most part. I was questioning, like, did I get it all? Because I still kind of smell it. Maybe it's on me. That urine smell just kind of lingers. So that was a thumbs down for me. but glad that I got it. And then just going through random bags. I don't even know what was in this bag. Oh, I packed it when we were going swimming / showering at someone else's house. So I've got shampoo and conditioner. I told you this was like the cups and the cutting board that didn't fit in the bin that we took to wash of the dishes. And I don't know what else is in it. Oh, a change of my clothes, just some random stuff that I needed to take care of and put away. Just little things like this that you do. It's part of the invisible load, is like you do it and you put it away, but no one really notices, and it doesn't make that big of an impact, but it does take up some of your time and life. And so it's just part of it. There is a spider hanging from, I don't know what that is even called, a lamp, a light. Oh, the pendant light hanging above this island. I don't know. I'm so tired. I think I'm crashing. This tub was absolutely filthy. It was so gross. This is the tub we filled up with water to be able to use to flush the toilets and, God forbid if we needed to like boil it for drinking water, but we didn't think it would get that bad to that point because we were still able to have access to stores who had water, And then, of course, we had friends and family who had running water. But so this was mostly to flush the toilets. But, stagnant water, and it was dirty in there. And I think the kids, dunked in there before, to take a bath. And that's why it was full. The power went out as they were bathing. So it was kind of like that, bath water. It's like, don't lose the baby in the bath water type of situation. And it was my time to clean it up. I'm doing everything in my power to not have to step in the tub. I don't like being partially wet. I don't really like being wet at all. I don't really like taking bath. I mean, this is the closest you'll find me in a bathtub taking a bath. It is not my thing. I barely like showers. I don't really, once I get in, I'm like, ooh, the warm water feels so nice. And then I don't want to leave, but I'm just not a huge fan. I don't like water in my face. I don't like swimming. I don't like, it's not my thing. Okay. I'll do it, but whatever. So I wanted to avoid getting in as much as possible. Listen, if there's water on the floor, a little puddle, if someone spills water and I get my sock wet, that's the end. It is the absolute end. Forget about it. Anyway, so it was fine. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I just had to rinse it all off and wipe it all down. And I got out of this tub so awkwardly. It's like, how can I get out of here the easiest way? No, like the hardest way possible. I don't even know what I was doing. And then this, like all of the toilets needed my attention with the bleach. And so I'm wiping that down. And wouldn't you know it, while I was cleaning the toilet, something horrible happened. The lights, the power went out. I said, are you kidding me? No, not again. It can't be. Say it ain't so. I kind of came to terms with it. And I was like, oh, please, maybe it'll come back on. Maybe it's just flickering, And I was like, okay, well, we've done it before. We'll do it again. I don't want to, but I will. And I just finished cleaning up the best I can, but I was honestly not happy about it.
Power just went out. I was just gonna come out here and I was like, oh, no more urine smell. Kind of smells like bleach and urine combined. So that's on the up and up. Please. I don't know how long it will be out. I know I can do it. I know we've done it. We will persevere. We are very adaptable. I don't want to, is all I'm saying. What's for dinner tonight? I refuse to eat another can of green beans. Hopefully someone else has something up their sleeves. Hey, while I mull this over in my head and try to deny the fact that our power just went out again, it was a fun 12 hours, 8 hours, how long has it been? I don't know. I'm gonna go through this cabinet, disassociate for a little bit. This is not okay, is all I'm saying. Okay, here's what we're looking at. You see this? Do you remember this cabinet, first of all, from my last house? Memories all alone in the moonlight. And now it's full with bug spray, which is great. Some lotto tickets. Oh, here are my lighters. That's fantastic. What's up here? Just a bunch of nonsense. Gotta clear this out. What's in here? A bunch of shoes that no one wears. Shoes no one wears. Okay, time to get rid of them and go through them. Same down here. These are yoga mats, umbrellas, apparently a baseball bat. I don't really know, but I gotta deal with this.
I'm so happy that I finally got to this. This is just the beginning of our garage, I want to say. Our whole garage needs a revamp and a tidy up and a declutter, all of that stuff, which is ironic because Alex and I often go through our garage, which makes sense because when we declutter stuff from the house, it kind of accumulates in the garage and it's kind of the dumping ground for everything else. We got rid of a few bikes. We donate stuff often, but our garage probably needs more of our attention. Just the organization aspect of it. This shoe cabinet, which is from IKEA, by the way, if you're wondering, is a wonderful shoe cabinet, but it kind of doesn't serve a purpose out here other than for collecting clutter. Like, yes, we keep the, what's that called? Bug spray and SPF in here, but we could put it anywhere else. We have other places in the garage where we store outdoor stuff like that. And then the shoe cabinet itself, no one accesses this shoe cabinet for shoes. I decluttered probably 98% of the shoes that were in there. I may have kept 2 or 3 pair. One was a pair of Nikes that I thought, well, someone's going to grow into these eventually. I'm thinking Meredith or Wolfgang. It's kind of a gender neutral shoe. It's just a white Nike right there. The rest of them, everyone grew out of. I did keep a pair of my white Keds, which I probably should have gotten rid of them. But I was like, oh, I've cleaned them once before. I need to clean them again. They are stained yellow. Because I tried to clean them and then I forgot about them and they were in OxyClean and we left for a trip and anyway, it's a whole thing. So maybe I'll be able to get those clean. Probably not. I probably won't do it, but here's to hoping, okay? I thought, well, there's plenty of space to store it. I tried to find matches for things and then I realized no one wears these shoes, so I just got rid of almost all of them. And it just felt so nice, even though visually it's pretty much the same other than the top that I cleared off and put those things in other places. But the shoe cabinet itself being empty, it's just less. It feels really nice, okay, to have a nice, clear, clean space. And now I'm just using it as storage, so we don't have, it doesn't accumulate on top. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I always enjoy your friendship. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.